cultural, lively, communal. It's interesting. I think it changes from time to time depending on where my head's at. Like last year, I probably would have said it was Harlesden High Street or Kilburn High Street, just because of again how much culture there is on those roads, and it has a strong sense of Caribbean or strong Caribbean community there. So it just reminds me of home being Jamaica. But it's also a good way to connect with, the older Windrush generation for me. The most interesting thing about my borough is the depth in cultures, might I say. I mean, like, you go on Harlesden High Street and you're greeted with, a strong Caribbean community. You go down to like Alperton, you're greeted with a strong Asian community. And then, you have these pockets in between, like Wembley, where there's a huge merge between the two. Like, you walk down Harlesden High Street, Kilburn High Street, Wembley High Street, and the amount of faces you can see from all different cultures is insane. And how, you have an older generation who hold dearly onto their culture and express that through things like the record stores that they still hold on to, or the hair stores, or food stores. And you have the younger generation who still carry their culture but have a more westernized approach to it. But I think what is so interesting about my borough is the fact that there's so many different cultures living in harmony within Brent. And I just think it's something I've learned to appreciate a lot. Before, I used to see it as chaos, but I've learned to appreciate it more, just because it's something I realised that is very is very much home to Brent. I've been to other boroughs and don't really experience it as much. But again, it just goes back to this idea that, like, I feel like Brent just harbours some really obscure places. For that reason alone, like, I love living in the area. It always surprises me.